Hi guys, I'm back with another Halloween update, and this time we're going to talk about the box office. Once again, I have mentioned the box office for the new Halloween a couple of times, what my predictions are going to be and what are the predictions of the professionals out there. Now they've just put out there today that they're estimating around about a $40 million opening weekend in the US alone, with some predictions being up to 50 million. I still think that's quite low. Initially I thought that that's probably what it was going to be, but with all the updates that's been happening, all the trailers that's been brought out, I expect a little bit more for it. There was a prediction a few weeks ago that it was going to make between 50 and 85 million dollars, and I still think that's a more realistic figure. Personally, I think it's going to make 60 million dollars in the first weekend in the US. People are talking about comparing it to It from last year. It's not going to make anywhere near as much as It. It made over $120 million in its first weekend in the US, and I don't think it's going to be anywhere near that. I think it's going to be high, but nowhere near It and the success of it, because It made $700 million worldwide. And I'm going over old things again, I don't want to do that, but it's estimated between $40 and $50 million at the weekend of the opening weekend. But like I said, I think it's going to make $60 million personally. I think it's going to make $60 million in the first weekend. The second weekend, it might take a bit of a hit, because most horror movies do. They take maybe over 60% of a hit in their second weekend, if they're okay movies. If it's a great movie, it might see a little bit of a smaller hit. But then we'll get into the third weekend after that, which is the Halloween weekend as well. So I think it will take a hit on its third weekend, but I don't think it'll take a big hit at all. So that's good that it's coming out 2 weeks before Halloween, because we won't see a huge decline for the movie. Now, if I'm predicting a total, I think first weekend 60 million, and I think overall it's going to make around about 150 million at the total box office, I think personally. So $150 million, a lot of people are probably thinking that's way too low. Not for a Halloween movie, it's not, because Halloween movies don't fare well at all in the US. $58 million was the biggest box office take for a Halloween movie in the US, and that was a remake from 2007. Obviously times have changed and the inflation's went up, so I think $150 million at the US box office is more than ample and a great success for a Halloween movie. But if we look at international, international take, it's hard to really determine internationally, because again, internationally Halloween's not been a huge success at the box office, and we haven't got the full figures for every movie apart from the Rob Zombie remakes. Internationally, it could do anything between 50 million and 100 million, I would say. So I'm going to stick to what I've always kind of thought, and I'm going to say 70 million at the box office for that. So if it does take 70 million at the international box office, and it does take 150 million from the US box office, we're looking at a total of $220 million at the worldwide box office for Halloween. Now that is a huge, phenomenal success. It's nowhere near 700 million that It took, but then again, I predicted that It would probably take about 250 million at the box office worldwide, and it ended up taking 700 million. So anything's possible, but I just don't see Halloween making as much. I know Halloween's a very popular franchise, especially for fans like me, but I don't see it making that much. Now in the UK, Halloween apparently is going to be an 18. I could be wrong, but I think it's going to be an 18. There was a 2.5 minute trailer that was an 18, so I'm sure it's going to be an 18 in the UK. It was a 15 in the UK, so between a 15 and an 18 there's not much difference, but sometimes people won't go and see an 18 because they can't get in, or they just don't want to see 18 movies or 18 rated movies. So that could put some people off in the UK and other countries if they're similar to the UK. I think in the US it was rated R. Well, Halloween's going to be rated R, and so was It, so won't be much difference in the US. But I just think that it won't make anywhere near as much as It, but $220 million worldwide is a huge success for Halloween. And like I said guys, that's just my prediction. What is your prediction? Do you think that the predictions over the past day or two are right? Or do you think it's going to be less, or do you think it's going to be more? Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think is going to make worldwide, and split it up as well. Let me know what you think is going to make internationally and what is going to make US domestic. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching again. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.